So I was first introduced to Relay for the fall leadership prayer breakfast. Had the opportunity to go, and the speaker was Bonnie St. John. One of the things that Bonnie St. John did at the very end is she kind of challenged the audience to build an advisory committee. I, of course, wrote a little note and said, yes, please, I would love to be a part of the advisory committee. And later on, I heard from Harvey, and he said, yeah, we're going to follow up with some people. We had a huge amount of people that had interest. And me knowing who was in the room, I thought, okay, well, I probably will not be someone that they're going to choose to do this, because, here I am, some girl who is new at the Columbus Chamber, and nobody really knows her or has heard of her before. And, I'm surrounded by all of these people that have been very successful in their business, successful in the community, and Harvey sent me a note and said, we want you to be a part of this group. And looking back on it now, I realized it made me realize that I already was a leader. I was aspiring to be this leader, and I was, looking at all of these people in this room and thinking, wow, that's, where I want to be down the road in my career, and, how do I get from A to B? But having Harvey and Relay kind of see something in me and say, you're a leader right here where you are, so how can we really help to support you and your gifts?
And I think what was so transformative about Relay for me, and in the ministry context I was in, was this concept of decentralizing an event and allowing so many other people, different organizations to come together and experience that relationship and that desire to work together for a common good.
Relay has forced me to consciously think about how I interact with people, how I can better serve them, based on my current skill set. And I would say Harvey, for one, being at the head of Relay, has inspired me to step out of my comfort zone, do things that I wouldn't normally do on a day-to-day basis. And it could be as simple as reaching my hand out and shake someone's hand, which has been something that I've been, not good at ever. And so Relay has given me that confidence to believe in myself.
I've met wonderful people who, if it weren't for this organization, I don't think I would have crossed paths with. And some of them have become actual friends of mine, or have meaningful friendships with them. It's opened doors professionally that I would have never imagined in terms of connections I've made and people I've engaged. So really, while I joined this, so to speak, to try to contribute something to the world, Relay's really contributed a lot to me in return.
My engagement, my exposure to the gathering, Relay, has definitely resulted in me being able to accomplish more of this transformation in terms of leadership. There's no question about it. I have been to a number of, if not all, the prayer breakfasts there have been over the last 10 years. Never failed to walk away without some kind of a real message. Spiritual, motivational, a real message that stuck with me. And every time that input to me really built on and changed me to a degree.
Relay kind of helped me see that my faith and, I guess, corporate life or business life don't have to be separate. I should be able to openly talk about my faith, my religious beliefs without fear of how I might be perceived on the outside, or whether or not that might hurt me in a corporate setting.
Relay allows people to come together regardless of their faith. It's not tied to this one religion or anything like that. So wherever people are, and it brings them together to then talk about leadership. And I don't think that there's anybody out there in the community that's doing that that openly, of saying, come as you are, wherever you're in whatever faith that you're in. And that's making a huge impact, because it's being a catalyst.
One of the things I love about how things are developing here at Relay is that we are harnessing the impact and the feel-good factor that our major events create, and we are calling people to action. And one of the things we noticed is we had these big events, people were inspired, they were motivated to serve, to show up as servants in their community, to serve the underprivileged, to contribute in ways that they hadn't before, inspired by the stories that the speakers told of doing that.
The older I get, the more I realize how fortunate I am. I have 4 healthy daughters, have been relatively successful in life. The more I realize that, the more I realize there's a need to give back. There's no question about it. The gathering relay is helping me realize that, number one. And it's also finding directions to point me in to give back. And that's important. It's really important that we give back, pay forward. And the relay is going to be a key over at Jacob.